I want to use this small video clip wey una wan watch so to take advise Kogi social media users, most especially people wey dey Facebook.
And after she refused all these pressures, they started slut-shaming her. You know, they started distributing her photographs showing that
she was supposed to do a 30-day challenge. Though others go continue to do the 30-day challenge, but you know why she don dey back down from the 30 days rant challenge? Because people don go dey dig out her past wey be say e no mean anything. Pictures wey be say she dress, wey be say her magana dey show up small small. People come go dey dig those pictures out, come talk say she no get the moral to take talk to president the way she did. This one say no be anything o, na just dressing o, no be say she get talk, no be say she dey post some kind talk wey no make sense. Like some Kogi social media users, most especially the ladies, they go come outside come talk say, I want to sit on something, but it's not chair. Wetin you wan sit on wey no be chair? You wan sit on prick. So many different toto and prick talk wey be say Kogi female social media users dey use. E come be like say una no dey think about future, or if una no think about una self, una no fit dey think about una children. You go come outside, you go begin talk about toto, you go begin talk about prick. If you no get future, if you no get where you dey go, you have to think say one day you go get children. And if you don already get children, those things wey you dey talk, make you dey limit them. Because if you no affect you, because if you no get future, where the thing go take affect your future, tomorrow e go fit affect your children's future. They go say, see the kind person wey your mama be. Now this is our own generation, na social media take come outside, so I will never know where this thing dey end. So we need to dey very, very careful as youths on wetin we post for social media. You dey talk about how prick dey sweet you, you dey talk about the size of prick wey be say e dey hungry you. All those things, are they really necessary? You no get any other thing wey you fit talk for social media wey you go get engagement than to dey portray yourself as Eneke Ajoko. So make una watch this video. If you no get future, you can continue to dey talk all this toto and prick matter. But if you get future, you see those things, e go affect you, most especially you ladies. E go affect una well in the future. Unless say you are not planning to be better than who you are now. Na him the thing, e no go affect you. And even though e no affect you, even though you are not planning to be better than whom you are now, if you go get pikin, or if you don't already get pikin, e go affect them. E go affect them. Everything I say, make I come tell una be that.
I really appreciate what she did, and that's why I followed her. And I was surprised at her immense courage as well. We were worried that she might succumb to pressure, but that did not happen.
So talking about pressure, she made a post on Instagram yesterday or so where she said she's ashamed, she's unhappy, in her words, that she could not continue the 30-day run because it was at day 3 that she had to stop because of the development, of course. So I'd like to know, since you are with her, are you aware the corner those threats are coming from and what they are?
Yes, I'm aware. I think the senator from her constituency has been putting pressure on her. To stop. Someone had called her also, or called her lawyers. They called her directly. The chief of staff to the president would like to see her, and they were planning to bring her to Abuja, maybe to come and do some PR with her, but she refused, and we told her to stay calm and stay on course, that this is going to be a long one. And after she refused all these pressures, they started slut-shaming her. You know, they started distributing her photographs showing that they're trying to prove that her lifestyle is not in tandem with what her complaints are about, or that because she's who she is, the way she dresses, her public expression, that she cannot be a moral voice. But you know what that game is, just to silence her and shut her down.
But it doesn't look like she will keep quiet anytime soon.
Well, that's why I said I was surprised, because I've seen one of her videos again, I think 2 days ago,
yes,
where she responded to the people who have been trying to shut her down. And I hope she stays the course, and we are with her. And others who are speaking out wherever they might be, whether you're a copper, a soldier, policeman, we are with you at this time and beyond now. But I'm glad that Nigerians stood by her, and I also want to urge people to continue their 30-day rant and make sure that they do it in her honor, even though she has decided that she should not continue.
But I haven't seen your rant.
I don't rant. You know, I take action, serious action. So, but there has to be different levels of action, of resistance. I've passed that stage where I rant. You know, if I'm upset about something, I'll go do what I have to do. But there are others who might decide that they want to stay on social media and rant. Some of us will stay on the ground. Some will be online, some will be offline. But the goal is to have everybody come together one day and end oppression in this country.
All right, so let me come to you. You served in 1995, 1996.
That's correct.
And you do not have your NYSC certificate 29 years after in 2025.
Yes.
Because of your activities while you were a youth corps member.
Yes.
What did you do?
I was campaigning against the military. And I worked in a TV station, Adamawa Television. Okay. And when Ken Sowore was killed in November 1995, I was doing a show and I said that this was unjust. But my executive director didn't vet it, you know, and he played and had to shut down the station, and they bundled me out of the station. The station wasn't doing much for me. Maybe they were paying me like 15 naira in addition to NYSC at that time. And they gave me a mattress. And they drove back to where I was and removed the mattress and the pillow. So for the rest of the time I was in NYSC, I was sleeping on the floor. And then on the day of my final graduation, I was arrested by the DSS. And then transferred to the Air Force base in Yola and kept in the guard room. When I asked the Air Force guy what was my offense, they said one of the times because I also stayed in the Air Force base in Yola at an officer's mess with a doctor friend of mine, Dr. Bello. So they said that while I was there, they overheard me discussing that the Abacha regime should be overthrown, and that was so it was while they were waiting to process me into Abuja that they changed their commander. He came, and Punch newspaper had reported, Northern edition, that a copper was held after he had completed his service. He was upset. He said, "Why would you arrest a copper and take him back to the DSS? Let them do whatever they want." The next morning, they took me back to DSS. DSS let me go, and when I went back to try to get they said it has been taken back to Abuja, and I sued them. Femi Falana helped me sue them, and the judge ruled that I have to go back and complete the internal processes of complaining against the NYSC. You know, it was under military rule. Justice Jinadu was our judge. I was represented by GT Ogunye from Femi Falana's chambers at that time. So when that ended, they presented in court that even though I had completed my NYSC, they had extended my NYSC service by 6 months to go back to Sokoto. So we decided that it was a trap.
So you didn't do the 6 months?
I can't go back and complete something that I have already completed. Okay. I was arrested on the day of the passing out parade after I had completed. It was when I was waiting to collect the certificate that I was arrested. And last year I wrote to the NYSC that I think common sense should prevail, return my certificate to me. And they started, you know, their usual bureaucracy, that my letter stated the name of the director before the Director General. We changed it and they refused to collect the letter. So that's my story with NYSC. But it happened to Bamidele Aturu late. He refused to shake hands with a military dictator governor. They seized his own. I think Femi Falana's NYSC certificate was given to him during the Okuta panel. So there are a lot of people who are involved in political activism who suffer from NYSC oppression.